I'm Ariel Hyatt, and this is the CyberPR Music Podcast, dispatches for the new music business. This show is all about helping independent artists stop chasing buzz and start building bonds, real fan relationships that lead to income and long-term, fulfilling careers. Hey, it's Ariel, and welcome to a brand new season of the CyberPR Music Podcast. This one is a big one because this year marks 30 years since I've gotten into helping musicians, and I founded Ariel Publicity 30 years ago to the month. The second reason why I am really fired up to create a new season is I have a new book out, and it's called From Buzz to Bond. The last few years, I've seen an alarming pattern that's been going on with independent and major musicians, and that is we've taken our eye off the prize of connection, communication, and monetization through direct-to-fan. And a lot of the light started getting shown on what I call buzz marketing, TikTok, Spotify plays, getting as many social media followers as possible. These are not the things that are going to lead to a successful career in music. And in this next season, I'm going to be unpacking why. So in my thinking about everything that's been going on in the industry these days, I do happen to hear a battle cry from a lot of artists, and that is, why am I not making money? Artists are more exhausted than ever before. And that has a lot to do with the waterfalling that has to consistently happen and the fact that I think artists are on a bit of a hamster wheel. Every 4 to 6 weeks, you have to keep showing up, you have to keep releasing, and you have to keep putting your art across platforms, which can wear you down really, really quickly. So artists these days are expected to consistently create music, post it every 4 to 6 weeks, market endlessly on social media, rinse and repeat. And the problem with that is it stops the bigger picture from happening. And when I say bigger picture, I mean, how are you monetizing? How are you putting money in your pocket? How are you really thinking about how to add true fans to your fan base and stop renting from Zuckerberg and Eck? These are the things that were keeping me up at night, and that's what prompted me to write From Buzz to Bond. So back in 2008, when I wrote Music Success in 9 weeks, I was thrilled and excited about social media. I was living and dying on Twitter, and I literally met hundreds of friends. I would connect with people at the 140 conference, and I circled the globe, literally begging musicians to get onto that platform. Now, with 12 years of hindsight, we've noticed something. Social media does not connect us in the way that it initially did. Social media doesn't always make us feel great about ourselves. In fact, there are numerous studies that show that social media is making us feel more lonely, and comparing ourselves to other people is what it forces us to do. And that's not healthy, especially not for a creative mind. So as I've been rethinking about what social media did for me back in the day when I was so excited about it, I came to a conclusion. I was so excited about it because social media helped us to connect to one another. But there's been a major shift. The social media companies got smart and they got greedy. And instead of connection, they started emphasizing addiction. And so now, instead of feeling like you're using this tool to actually maybe connect with humans, you're using it now like a slot machine with dopamine hits as the payoff. And that is not healthy. And it's not good for artists. When you're thinking about your music career now, I want you to have a little bit of a reset. Instead of how many numbers and streams and how many follows and how many TikTok moments can you have, ask yourself, how do I want to feel? That's the guiding light. The next question you want to ask yourself is, what kind of career do I want? Musicians tell me all the time, I want to quit my day job. I'm not happy in my day job. I just want to make music full time. That means you're going to have to consider being a multi-hyphenate artist, unless, of course, you can somehow magically generate 1 billion streams a year, which very few artists can actually do. And that means you're going to have to think about How else are you monetizing your art and your audience? It's those practical thinking steps that got me to write From Buzz to Bond. And I realized if you could have just 100, 200, 500, or 1,000 more fans in your immediate circle, your lives would probably change. Many artists coming into the music industry and releasing music start with things like, I just want as many people as possible to hear my music. I just want to get on Spotify playlists and get my numbers up. I just want to have a viral moment on TikTok. I just want to catch as many followers on Instagram as possible. All of those things don't make a true fan base. And that's what I started thinking through when I started writing From Buzz to Bond. Buzz marketing danger loops are what happens when you consistently think and want more and more and more. The Bond marketing funnel is my solution on how to stop the buzz marketing dopamine hits and start building a true audience that really connects with you. So instead of starting with, what do I post? How do I grow? And how many hits can I have? You want to ask yourself, what's the feeling that I want? What kind of career do I see myself having? And how can I connect more deeply with others? In order to do this, we need to talk about real math. If you know that a Spotify play is 0.003 cents, that's a heck of a lot of plays in order to make anywhere near a sustainable income. However, when you start bonding with people and making sure that you have offers that are worth far more than less than a penny, the whole entire equation begins to shift. And that's what I want to walk you through throughout this next series. You cannot monetize without fans. Quick thing, if you're trying to figure out how to actually make money from your music, I've got a free training for you. In it, I break down how to move from chasing streams and followers to building real fans who actually support you. You can watch it right now at the link in bio or at cyberprmusic.com. Click on free webinar. Go check it out. It'll connect the dots. Fans are customers. Customers are people that give you money. There's something coming towards us too that we need to talk about and consider, and that is AI. AI can be extremely useful when it comes to helping you save time and energy and effort because it's wonderful as a marketing assistant. I caution you and encourage you to use artificial intelligence and large language models to help you slog through the pain points like social media captioning, press release, not writing, but editing, and using it to help you tweak your brand. AI is not the problem. The problem is what you've been taught in recent years, that followers and streams equal success. What I have seen time and time again, working at my agency and holding hands with artists to get them to transform their careers, is more fans equal success. And not just any fans, fans that are here to support you, help you, and pay you along the way. And it's getting your arms around those fans that will be the thing that transforms your career. Platforms are rented. You don't own anything that you post on them. Attention does not equal support, and visibility does not equal income. Somehow, along this weird journey of the last few years, all of this has become conflated, and artists have become misguided and confused. This is where you have to begin to think through the shift. It's not about more content. It's not about greater visibility on platforms like Spotify. It's about real people, real fans, true relationships, and how you're going to grow and foster those. People who come back, people who listen and pay attention and pay you for your art. That's the formula. This is where collaboration matters, creating a scene matters, building something that you're the center of, where people are there to support you. I have seen hundreds of artists do this successfully, and all it takes is a mindset shift and taking your eyes off the dopamine hits of Spotify, TikTok, and social numbers, and putting that time and energy and effort towards real fandom. This is what I call From Buzz to Bond, and that's what the whole book is about. This is the shift from attention to connection to actual income. Over the next several episodes of the podcast, I'm going to be bringing in some of my favorite friends and colleagues in the business and the entire CyberPR team. We're going to be showing you examples of who's doing it and how, as well as walking you through the 9 steps of the bond marketing funnel. If you feel like you've been doing everything and not getting paid, it's not you. You've been focusing on the wrong things because the music industry has actually been pushing the wrong things for the last several years. It is my intention to bring you back to what actually matters: connection with fans, real people, creating scenes, and people who love and support you monetarily with what you're doing. Collaboration matters, and building a scene is the center of it. And in the end, that is what is actually going to make you money. So I look forward to unpacking the buzz to bond system and the bond marketing funnel over the next several episodes. This is not about more followers or more streams. It's about real fans who actually support you. If you want to go deeper, check out the free Buzz to Bond webinar in the show notes, or visit CyberPR Music for over 300 articles and strategies for today's music business. Less buzz, more bond.